Let's cut the poetry. Let's cut the soft soap metaphors. You want to know what Belfast feels like when the sun goes down and the blue lights start to spin? It's not some postcard of the Giants Causeway. It's the damp off the Lagan crawling up your sleeves, the smell of burnt-out bins and damp tarmac, and the silence of people who have seen too much, said too much, and are now just waiting. We live in the cracks of a system that was patched up with duct tape and promises. Down Sandy Row, up the falls, out in the east, down the Donegal Road. Different flags, maybe, but the same cracked pavements, the same cold tea, the same hollow feeling when the news comes on and another name is added to the ledger of the ignored. Stormont sits up on the hill, gleaming white-stoned and clean. A mile and a million miles away from the terrace blocks we've seen. They talk in frameworks and integration, in quotas and resource allocation. While the GP stretches round the corner of the block, and the local kid with a broken mind is ticking like a clock. They dropped a new reality onto streets that were already bared, and wiped our grime off their leather seats. Rolled the windows up tight and headed back to the silence of the Malone Road. We watched the local shop get boarded up. We watched the youth clubs lose their funding. We watched the wait list for a roof grow longer than a Belfast winter. And when we pointed at the fraying edges, they called us backward. They called us unprogressive from their heated offices. But you don't need a degree in sociology to know when a glass is full. And you certainly don't need one to know when it's spilling over onto the lino. Enough is enough! When the peace is a mockery, who pays the tax? Enough is enough! When the state turns its back and the safety net cracks, tell us who keeps the watch, who's holding the line, when the blood on the street is yours or is mine. Then a Tuesday night, a flash of steel, a scream that doesn't stop. The pavement outside the off-license becomes a crime scene, taped off by the cops. The neighborhood stands behind the plastic barrier, breath smelling of cheap tobacco and cold air, looking at the stain on the concrete, wondering how we got there. A family's world shattered into 1,000 jagged pieces of glass, and the politicians are already writing the press release, hoping the storm will pass. An isolated incident, they'll say, do not let anger divide. Easy to say when you're not the one who has to wash the blood off the driveway outside. They tell us to be tolerant, to keep our heads down and obey, while the vetting is a joke and the borders are a sieve on a rainy day. If you don't know who's walking through the door, how do you protect the house? But to ask that question is to make yourself the target, to make yourself the mouse. We aren't blind. We see the young lads on the corners with nothing but fury in their pockets. We see the mothers checking the locks 3 times before they can sleep. This isn't about hate. This is about the basic, primal right to feel safe in the place your granddad built. This is about a working class, Protestant, Catholic, whatever, being treated like the shock absorbers for a middle-class model playground. They want the saintly reputation of open arms, but they leave us to pay the price when the alarms start ringing. So keep your hollow condolences, keep your lessons will be learned. We've watched this city burn before, and we know how easily the wood is turned. The anger isn't going away, it's sitting in the kitchens, it's brewing in the pubs, it's waiting at the bus stops. Enough is enough, listen to the streets before the silence of the ignored turns into something else entirely.